Ben, I want to get to the movie, but first I have to ask you about the hair. It looked amazing.
Okay, 2 rules. I'm never gonna let you win. And I'm gonna always tell you the truth. Your father is deadbeat. I'll take care of you. Teach you the male sciences.
The key to the great performance is a great hairdresser. And you have a great hairdresser, you can do anything. That I'm increasingly relying on my hair for the performance as I get older. You know what? Why not just lean into the the coif? No, it's great actually because like when you do a period movie this period's not that long ago, but it is a recognizably different time. You know, those details like the way the hair looks and the clothes and the set dress, they do so much of this work for you, like creating this world, and it really makes a difference when it's done well, you know?
Your grandfather is a selfish old prick who resents taking care of his family.
And yet, you all end up back here at my house.
Welcome. I'm your only uncle, so I'm also your favorite uncle, right?
Sounds like some maybe.
You two have great chemistry. What was it like working together, and how'd you build that chemistry? How'd you get it going, especially in the middle of COVID?
The COVID was hard.
Worst part.
Yeah, it makes it a lot less fun, right?
Yeah, we had like all these face masks and stuff on. It was like hard to like interact with each other. It was annoying.
Yeah, it was annoying, but
Because we had like the face shield that was protecting our face. Couldn't see anything. Then we had the mask. Couldn't even breathe.
we had to get in our sarcophagus between takes, right? Like mummies. We, you know, the truth is like you're right. That's a good point about chemistry. It's very much like somebody playing basically your kid or your best friend or your a parent or a wife or something. It's like if you're playing somebody who you're supposed to have known for years and years, like you kind of can't fake that connection. You just have to get lucky and find it and work with people that you actually really do love and find, great to be around. And it was a pleasure. I was so happy when I met Daniel and saw he was doing this, what kind of guy he was and what kind of life he had and who his parents were. I just knew he was going to be fabulous. And no surprise, because George is so smart about and cares so much about actors and acting and casting his movies. He does it so well. But I think both of us really got lucky with Daniel.
One more thing, very important. Never hit a woman, even if she stabs you with scissors.
Got it.
How was it working with Ben and George?
It was great. I love them so much, like my real family members, I gotta say. They were just so nice to me, and I loved them. Like, Ben was like my real uncle, and George was like my dad on set, and it was just great. And I just love them so much.
Okay, these are two pretty big names to work with, but what was it like just hanging with them? What is a cool thing you learned about Ben?
Is there anything cool moment? This guy had big names. He's like, listen, if you're not on YouTube, you know what I mean? It's like my kids. That's all. It's like YouTubers. That's like, if I played Minecraft on YouTube, I'd be impressive to my son. But, unfortunately I don't.
Your son, you will be like, oh, let's play Minecraft, Dad.
It's true.
Ben, in a movie like this, where you're forming chemistry with someone who is going through a tough time, you have to channel at some point your kids, and you have to think about how this stuff would affect your kids, because that's what immediately I kept thinking about. Wow, these are the things I never want to do, and these are the things that I want to do. Was that going through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, that is the central kind of meaningful aspect of this story to me, is the extent to which how important it is to be present in the life of your kids, and if you play a role in another child's life, how much of an impact you can have, that your family doesn't have to look like any particular model. What it needs is like love, and adults that care about you and that give you a sense that you're worth something and you mean something and you can do it and you can succeed and you can get through difficult things. If you can internalize those lessons, I think you have a much better chance at being a happy, healthy adult.
George is so good because he's an actor connecting with actors, but would you want to do a movie with him again and act with him?
I would love to. And in fact, if I was acting with him, I would want to get his notes as a director, because he's so smart about acting. He really understands acting for the camera, about the importance of not just, there's a sense I think you have sometimes in actors, if they feel emotions authentically, and you feel connected to the part that you're doing the job. And George has another level of understanding and complexity and nuance that he brings to it, which is a real understanding of also what choices you make as an actor. Maybe the scene's funny and you thought it was sad. Maybe or maybe you get angry at a certain, like he knows how to really both surprise the audience and also in doing that, make it all of a sudden more relatable and authentic. He's extremely sharp. I actually was like, George, you want to come with me? How much does you charge to be an acting coach? You know what I mean? I can't pay the, those kind of rates.
Those are big premiums.
Big numbers, you know what I mean?
Last thing, Daniel, real quick. Would you let these guys be in another of your movies?
Yeah, I would.
My whole career hinges on this answer.
No.
You think about it.
What?
Would you make me audition? You'd think about it. You'd hire me, right?
Yeah. You wouldn't even have to audition.
I would have to audition?
No.
In life, you gotta have it. If you don't have it, you never get it. And I say you got it.